stream. My Twitch update is a lie. This is not my channel's first anniversary. That was last week. I forgot to update that, so my apologies. Anyways, I'm streaming from the Astraea SMP on YouTube and Twitch, and I just learned this cool new trick. I can moonwalk backwards. Look at me. I'm going. This is, I don't know why this is so funny to me. Something about fresh animations, but oh, this is great. And then I zoom in and it's like really, really difficult to do. Oh, okay. Anyway, what are we on to today? We are going to head into the Nether, where I have been, where I have a pile of materials. I don't know, like 12 shulker boxes completely packed full of materials for a Nether portal. So I joined this server, it's almost a year now. It was in February of 2025, and now we're February 1st, 2026. So I joined this server and claimed this base on day one, this whole island base, and built a ton of stuff, but I've never touched the Nether. It's just been a regular Nether portal, just sitting there on the floor for the longest time. So it's about time I start to, taking this server seriously. And everybody has these really cool builds in the Nether. Like Creative Villages has this beautiful tree, and I think Rubik's has the giant sword. I don't know. People have amazing builds. Old Schleg Dog has this whole like Nether base thing going on. But me, I just have a Nether portal, the most plain of plain. And I guess there's a lodestone in the corner, so I got that going for me. But yeah, I have all the supplies. I have the design. I've spent the last week and a half designing in a creative world, this Nether portal. Unfortunately, it is going to challenge my spawn rates of Pigman. So if you're familiar with my channel and my content, I made a game called Pigman, in which I have to spawn zombified piglins in the Nether and then move them into the overworld. Well, I have a little farm doing that, which is it's right over here. So this is my chamber to move those zombified piglins into the overworld, and then way over here, if you follow these tracks, it's kind of like gold. Whoa, packed full. A gold farm situation where I spawn piglins. So as you can see from this light Matica outline right here, I have the farm overlapping with this giant Nether portal design. But what I'm planning on doing is if it does affect the rates, I will just move the AFK platform, which is way up there. You can't really see it. There's an AFK platform way up in the sky. I'm just going to move it over this way because this, in order to spawn zombified piglins, you really have to be in a nether waste biome, which as you can see from the top left, I am in a nether waste biome. But over here, you can already see it goes into a soul sand valley. So right on the border between a soul sand valley and nether waste. So soul sand valley, piglins don't really spawn much. It's actually just primarily skeletons. I don't think they spawn at all, actually. It's primarily skeletons and ghast. However, I do have to be concerned with ghast spawning on this thing. I'm not going to spawn proof it. I just don't like the look. I'd have to either cover it with buttons, because nether spawns, like skeletons for instance, they'll spawn anything below light level 7. So I'd really have to just make this thing a glowing orb. And you'll see later, I'm probably not going to complete it today, but the design, it just wouldn't look right. I do have like a lot of leaves on it and stuff like that, but keep in mind on the Astraea server, on the Astraea SMP, we don't have, let me put on my helmet just in case, we don't have gas fireballs can't catch anything on fire, so mob griefing to some degree is off. To some degree is off. For instance, Endermen don't pick things up. Creepers don't grief your stuff, and gas don't grief your stuff. So if gas spawn, it's not the end of the world. A few deaths might happen, but that's just the way that we're gonna have to play it. So this is the kind of circumference of the build. So this is the main body, as you can see, wrapped way around here, and then over here is 2 feet. So it's going to be an organic build. It's actually the first organic I've ever designed. So hopefully you guys like it. But yeah, here's my 16 shulker boxes, pretty much plumb full that I'm going to start building. I don't want to spoil the build. I want to save the build, the completed build for my episode. So we're going to stream for about an hour and 45 minutes or so. Just depends on how things get on. And I might, I'm just going to go layer by layer rather. So I don't think I'm going to reveal too much during this stream, so I apologize for that. However, this will be part of a video that I will be releasing. Hey, Asumi, thank you for joining the chat. Hopefully you're having a good day. And thank you for bringing the clouds back. So hopefully it doesn't reveal too much. But yeah, the episode will be coming out in like, I don't know, a week or so. And well, I guess it depends on how fast I complete this build. I already have quite a bit of content for the episode, which I've actually shared on streams. I have my my shulker unloader storage thing and my super smelter that I built. So both of those are going to be a bit of content, but this is going to be the majority of the content of that video. But let's stop talking about that. Let's grab some stuff and let's get on with that. I'm going to say hi to Asumi in both spots. All right. I think for this first layer, it's primarily cobbled deep slate and tough. Might be just cobbled deep slate. I don't know where everything is right now. So I'm just going to I just set everything down. So I'm just going to kind of peruse through, just get my bearings a little bit on what shulker boxes contain what blocks. All right, so here's my cobble, deep slate. I also may make use of easy place like Matica, because this thing is going to be a beast with temporary blocks, and I just don't really feel like dealing with that right now, to be honest. So this first layer is going to be pretty easy. Oh crap, I need stone. Alright, let's go back and get some stone, which I think I saw, yeah, piles and piles of it. Does it really matter where I grab it from? No, it doesn't. Alright, I think that's good to start with. We'll just do the first layer and then we'll work from there. So hopefully chat's lively, because this is going to be a very dull stream if chat isn't chatting. This is going to be really dark too. I'm debating on maybe I put on gamma so you guys can see what the heck's going on. That looks like crap though. But just so you can see it. Unfortunately, every block that I place is going to increase my odds of spawning baddies, so I have to keep my wits about me. Take care of said baddies if something happens. When I build the whole thing, spawns will be possible, but not as bad as during the process. Because obviously, I'm building up. And these guys are not going to be protected from any spawns. These blocks that I'm placing right now. This is going to be pretty massive though, like, I was unfortunately the whole 8 times, travel distance in the Nether versus the overworld means that this build is, I don't even know, it's going to here, I'll show you. Anyone familiar with Astraea might. So this is Manhattan. This is a very popular destination in Astraea with a bunch of popular builds. This is the corner of my build, my Nether portal. And the other corner, obviously, is the gaming district. So right over here, you'll see the gaming district portal. So basically my portal, if you could call it that, spans from the gaming district all the way to Manhattan. And if you look at an overworld map, that is quite a bit of blocks. So hopefully no one minds. I think it'll be cool though. I think people will enjoy the organic build. Let me grab some tuff too. Where did I put? Where am I? Where's my? There it is. All right. Yeah, this is gonna be a beast of a build. I don't know how many blocks it is. Let me see actually. Uh-oh, someone fell from a high place. It is 24,000 blocks, so about as many blocks as it took for the bridge that I built a little while ago, a few months ago. That's that layer done. Let's go to the other. These are feet. I'm not spoiling it by telling you that. Again, you're not going to see the completed build. There's just no way I'm going to be able to get through this build in one. I don't add anyone on Discord. So, sorry about that. Twitch chat. See ya. Man, I used a bunch of spare blocks here. Got dirt as well. All the way down here on this layer. All right. Nothing. Whoa. What was that then? Oh. I get it. Yeah, I know. I agree, Birdie. That's why I just deleted the message. I need to change my Twitch settings so people can't chat unless they follow first, or at least hang out for a few minutes or something. Because I primarily get spam over there on Twitch. Add me on Discord. So you can steal my Minecraft username? I know how that goes. Alright. What is it? What blocks? Just regular dirt and a piece of grass. Okay. Regular dirt, and where's my grass? Right over here, yes. Alright. How's everybody doing out there in chat world? Is the hightail craze done and over with? Alright, now the big boy. The big body. The build, the completed build, is the thumbnail of this live, by the way, but I try to keep it super vague, so hopefully you don't recognize, or hopefully it doesn't make any sense. That was by design. I don't even need all these blocks, I have a feeling, but whatever. We're just gonna build it. It was a bit of a chaotic build as far as changing the design a bit while I was building in creative, so I know I have some extraneous blocks that I didn't clear out. Kind of like if you build a sphere or something, you have a bunch of blocks, helper blocks in creative that are still there. And I didn't do a fantastic job clearing out those helper blocks. Wow, a lot more stone than I was thinking. All right. What a stream. I'm just facing down, but that's how it's gonna be. Yeah, that was horrible placement. Doom, 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 doom. I should keep my head up though, because as I keep on going, there's gonna be some spawns, I can guarantee it. Some skeletons shooting at me and gas shooting at me. It's gonna happen. Because this is definitely large enough where it's like, what, 32 blocks away or something like that is when they start spawning. Alright, I should just grab way more than 2 stacks. Where are they? Over here? Alright, let's do that. And let's keep somewhat organized, or else I'll drive myself crazy. crap, I forgot to start the flashback. I told myself, I even wrote it on a little post-it note that's in front of my face, and I still forgot. Let's just tear it all up so I can start the flashback on time. That's active. I was reading on the wiki though, as far as the gas. Like if this thing does spawn a bunch of gas, I think I can capture a couple in minecarts and keep them... This is going to be kind of hollow right here. And keep them inside of it, and that'll actually prevent gas spawns. So I might do something like that. Actually, when you put something in a minecart though, doesn't it remove it from the mob cap? I don't know if gas are a little different. That's what people were saying on the Reddits. Not sure if that is true though. I have a gunpowder farm that is gas powered in my bedrock world. Started off in bedrock, and only 2 would ever spawn at a time, even when they were in minecarts. So gas might be a little different. However, that's in bedrock, and bedrock is weird. So, whoop. All right, this is gonna be the easy place because I'm not about to mess with these stupid things. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. All right, I'm just gonna leave it on so I can place these stupid blocks easier. What is this supposed to be? Oh, it was nothing. Okay. Oh. Deep slate and cobble deep slate are so similar that it's like hard to tell which one is which. Even with easy place though, directionally, you have to hit it. Like you can't just place it willy-nilly. At least not without the what is it, the carpet or whatever mod running on the server, which I don't think we have. So it's not that easy a place. Yeah. The cool thing about this build though is it's going to kind of serve as not only my portal but also a bit of a nether hub. So I have a lot of space, as you can kind of see from this outline here. A lot of space internally, or if I want to do any sort of nether-based farms that I can do in the Soul Sand Valley, which isn't a ton, then I could do it internally, or just, you know, storage or whatever I want to do. I know bee farms are pretty efficient in the nether because they don't have to go through the sleep cycle or whatever, so I could move a bee farm here, or really, I could do whatever I want. There's plenty of space for activities, and yeah, it'll be great. Alright, let me go grab some more stone. Those just joining, I do have gamma on because I thought that this might be a little too dark for the algorithms, for the YouTube compression. Because you really lose a lot of detail in a YouTube compression when it gets dark. Really? Should have looked at my inventory. Gosh darn it. Alright, let's just grab another stack of that, and then where was was it? Over here. Probably gonna end up using all of this in this first few layers, so let me just grab it all. Alright. Oh. Really? Oh. Must have had the regular and not the cobbled. Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I do love the gradient though, that cobbled deep slate and regular deep slate to tough. I love this gradient. It's very subtle. Works really well for like a dark base like I'm doing here. Oh, come on. Which way are you supposed to be placed? Top down? Top down. Okay. And you too? Cool, cool, cool. And you're this way. And you're this way. Ah. This way? Alright. Alright, you're really starting to piss me off. Alright. Wow, I'm really trying to drive myself crazy with this design. Alright, and then just vines over here. Let's do the feet. Ah, man. Attendance lately on my streams has not been super great, and I'm debating on whether I need to switch the day and time that I stream. It's something I've been trying to figure out. And on YouTube, I finally got enough views where it gives me the whole your audience is online graph at, you know, these certain times. So I'm wondering if I need to try to reschedule these things to more to the middle of the day my time, so that'd be like 1 o'clock or something, 12 o'clock, and just use my lunch hour at work, because I do work from home and stream then. I don't know what people's thoughts are, but there's barely anyone watching right now, so I don't know why I'm thinking that there will be thoughts on that that change, but yeah, that's what I'm debating on, whether I should consider that. So if you are watching this stream in the future, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what time would work for you. Because it would be nice for me to stream in a more convenient time for my audience. And for chat to be more lively. This is after work on East Coast time. That's why I'm streaming at this time. This is definitely the most convenient time for me, but I realize this can be really late for those people in like GMT, you know, like pretty much all of Europe. This is super late. So yeah, I think I started like 11 GMT. So when you're talking about like Poland or anything like that, it's probably like, you know, 1 in the morning. Or later. Okay, next layer. Boom. Let's start where we left off. My day wasn't, I earlier said, how's everybody's weekend and day? My day kind of sucked. I have neglected, since the pandemic, to get regular on dentist appointments. So I finally went to the dentist after, what, 6 years, 5 years, something like that, of, you know, regularly going for cleanings and everything. And the cleaning, it wasn't bad, but the catalyst for me going is because I'm dealing with some pretty major tooth pain in one of my molars on the left side. And it's not bad right now, but through the last couple weeks, it's been pretty bad. So that was like, okay, I have to make an appointment. But today was just a cleaning, but it looks like I'm slated for a root canal, and the tooth that I'm having problems with has a crown on it currently, and they're gonna have to take the crown off, do the root canal, and then replace the crown. So I got that going for me. All right, thanks for commenting. Yeah, you're one of the few that is a diehard that typically makes it, so definitely not blaming you. I just don't know if I'm doing myself a disservice by like cutting off half the frickin' world and like super late stream times. Like I don't even know if I'd be able to pull that off in all honesty at work, like do the lunchtime work stream, or whether, what am I even grabbing? Coarse dirt already, wow. Okay, let's grab some coarse dirt. Yeah, if I could even pull that off. Because I can take a little bit extra time at lunch, you know, like once a week, that won't be a problem, but sometimes I get yanked into meetings and stuff like that, so it can be a struggle. Like I said, this is definitely the most convenient time for me to stream, but yeah, I don't know if I'm doing myself any favors with the rest of the world. My dad had a crown put in a few weeks ago, and it fell out 3 separate times even after he went back to get it fixed and gave up. Yeah. We had a friend, a family friend that just went through something like that, where the crown kept on not adhering. It's like, luckily this crown I've had for years, like over, what was it? 14 years, I think, is what the dentist told me today, because they were looking at my records. So it's all right, but I don't know. They have a shelf life, I guess, because it is. I don't know what the terminology would be, but it's not sealed enough, so you know bad things are happening. That's why it's giving me the tooth pain. Is because like there's an infection where the root meets my sinus nerve. Freaking hurts, man. It's like the worst pain I've ever had in my life, in all honesty. Absolute worst pain I've ever had in my life. Oh, they're putting it on wrong. God, man. Hopefully your father changed dentists. That was one of my excuses for neglecting my dental care was, you know, the pandemic obviously canceled one of my appointments, but also my hygienist that I really, really liked retired that same year. And let's be honest, like when you go to the dentist, your FaceTime with the actual dentist is very limited. It's like 15 minutes, if that. But your hygienist, you know, you spend the entire appointment with. So when she retired, I was like, oh, I don't really want to drive out this far any longer, because I had it close to a previous work site. Like I worked in the city that I was at, but my house wasn't very close to that city, because I'd usually do the appointments you know, after work. But now it's like I'm driving way out here, you know, in this very inconvenient spot. So that was my other excuse. I'm like, I need to change dentists. Now there's a pandemic. And then I put it off for 6 years. I guess I got off kind of scot-free. I mean, just one root canal isn't going to kill me. No numbing up and everything, so. This is quite oversharing. I apologize. But the thing that sucks, though, to get back to oversharing, is that it's one thing I have to get the whole root canal and then the crown replaced, but you know, it's one appointment for cleaning and then another appointment for the root canal, and then I have to wait 2 weeks to get the crown, you know, fitted and installed. After installed, I don't even know if that's the right terminology, but after that, it's like I'm gonna be in like 4 weeks of dentist appointments. So can you just get it all done in like one foul swoop, please? Which is probably what your dad was running into there, Birdie. I'm sure every one of those appointments is probably a good couple weeks apart. It's like, can we just get this over with? Adulting sucks. Let me tell you that. Not that kids don't have to deal with this either, but yeah. I keep getting ingrown toenails. Jeez. Oh man. I had a friend that had his toes had a tendency to do that. Put acid to kill the nail beds twice, and they're coming back again. So I guess I inherited personal. Ooh, man, that sucks, man. That sucks. He had a friend in high school that went through that stuff, and he had to go through like a couple surgeries. It's pretty horrible. Yeah, I don't have any like weird, or not, I shouldn't say weird. I don't have any anything like that except for one ailment that crept up when I was in my what would that be? I guess in my late 30s. I'm kind of doxing myself, I'm giving away my age a little bit. However, we had a flood in a basement, the house I live in currently, and our basement had carpet. So I had to rip up all the carpet and throw it away, you know, because it was all disgusting and moldy and just gross, because, you know, a little bit of water gets in and your carpet's just ruined. So I did that, but I was wearing, I don't have like a ton of coats or anything, so I was wearing a nicer coat, like one of my nicer like puffy jackets, and I didn't want to get it all covered in like carpet glue and nastiness. And this is February, so I needed to wear a jacket to like pick up all the carpet and transport it outside. So I was lifting the carpet well above my head, like, you know, almost like a weightlifter, you know, these giant rolls of carpet, and then carrying them out to the curb, which, you know, meant I had to go upstairs, you know, this is a basement, out the side door, all the way to the curb. And it's not like I have that much property or anything, but, you know, it's over and over and over and over again doing that. So the next morning I woke up and my arm was blue. I'm like, okay, that's bad. And my wife immediately, she's like, yeah, you got a blood clot. I'm like, nah, it's just because I overexerted myself. It's no big deal. It'll go away. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of time. So I waited the next day, and my arm was still blue. No pain or anything, but my arm was still blue. And my wife is like, you gotta go to the doctor. So I go to like just an urgent care, like not the emergency room or something. I go to the urgent care and they immediately are like, you have a blood clot, you need to go to the emergency room. You could have a pulmonary embolism. I'm like, oh great. So I go to the emergency room, they admit me into the hospital, connect me to an IV with blood thinners, and I spend the next 3 days in a hospital because I get diagnosed with what's called thoracic outlet syndrome. So I have, or deep vein thrombosis is specifically what I had, which means I have a vein in the thoracic, which is where your shoulder meets your torso, the triangle that it forms. I have a malfunctioning thoracic that pinches, a lot of people have neurological, so it pinches a nerve. Mine just pinches the vein. That pinches a vein if I overexert it. So like if I were a swimmer or something like that, it would creep up a ton of times. But yeah, that's my only ailment, which basically gets me out of rock climbing, swimming, and anything, weightlifting, anything that I have to lift my arms above my head for an extended period of time. So that's it. Those are my ailments. Oh, numb toes. Oh, geez. I'm not gonna read your your thing so people can check out the chat playback to hear what you're saying. But yeah, that sounds horrible, dude. That sounds absolutely horrible. What am I trying to get? Tough? I already got tough, right? What did I run out of? Oh, that stuff. Okay. Yeah, that sounds horrible. That gets all like into the gross territory too. As far as like pussy and stuff like that. Yeah. Alright. I was worried when I was designing this that I'm not going to be able to get up and down easily, but so far, now that I'm considering the design, I think I have a lot of like little stairwells like this that I should be able to get up and down fairly easily. Wasn't the right direction? Whatever. Come on, place it, yes. This is, well, hopefully I run out of this stupid deep slate soon. I don't even feel like placing these. Okay, let's just do it from the outside. It'll be faster. Nope, not in that case. I'm surprised a mob hasn't spawned yet. Okay, that's that layer, right? Did I do both feet? Yes. Oh, missed some blocks. You idiot. Alright, let's go over here. I don't even think those blocks show. Without going into too much detail, it's because they spray some cold stuff on there and stab it with a needle to put anesthetics. Oh, jeez. Oh my lord, that's horrible. Actually, that reminds me of another story of like crazy kind of injuries or stuff like that. When I was in high school, I played basketball a lot. Played for the team and everything, but I was really, really into basketball. And one time I was playing, it was just a practice, and I jammed my finger really bad. Somebody passed the ball, you know how that happens, like try to catch it or whatever, and you end up catching it with the front of your finger, and just pinches really bad. So my coach, in his infinite wisdom, was like, okay, let's do some cold spray really quick. And he didn't know that the cold spray was either A, an expired bottle, or B, he just didn't know how to use it at all, or C, I was maybe possibly like allergic to or something, and so he sprayed it and it hurt so bad, and a day later, skin started falling off my, I basically had frostbite. Skin started falling off my finger. It was just like absolutely horrible. I ended up missing like a bunch of games, and it was the whole thing. So that was awesome. So yeah, that cold spray is no joke, man. That stuff hurts. Oh yeah, I always forget that dripstone blocks are not, are you serious? Are not directional. Okay, now the block diversity is getting a little absurd. I'm gonna have to start putting some stuff away. Probably only need like my sword on me or something along those lines, so I can fit more in my inventory. Yeah, let's put the bow away. Definitely put the bed away. I can't sleep in the Nether. I'll keep that and the rockets. I can fly away just in case baddies show up. Alright, what do I need? I think I need probably rooted dirt. And I definitely need the packed dirt. Packed mud, rather. Should be good. Hopefully. Missed it. Alright. Man. I thought I only used these on the bottom. Which I guess I did. I mean, they are on the bottom. I know the gradient fades fairly quickly from like the deep slate to basically stone. So hopefully I don't have too many more of these stupid placements. Really? That was angled enough. Yeah, let's do it from the outside again. Hopefully this is as high as I got that stuff. All right. This nether, the nether sounds with the music is pretty funny. It actually fits pretty well. More tough. At least the block diversity though isn't crazy with this build. It is a crazy quantity of each block, but yeah, I didn't get too nuts with things in this one. Oh, what did I do? Did I place that? I don't see it placed. Okay. Easy place for the win. I don't care if it's cheaty or not. I don't feel like building this thing for a third time. It'd be great if I built this like twice because I didn't like the grading I chose initially. And initially I wanted to do this at the edge of my island because I've always had this idea on the, what would it be, the easternmost edge of my island to have this kind of statue or fountain. So I just went in and I started designing this specifically for that purpose, and then it turned out way too large. It was just too much for the island. So then I was gonna scrap it. I was gonna be like, well, that's it. I just wasted a week designing this. What looks cool, but you know, it just doesn't work for what I was hoping to use it for. And then it dawned on me like, hey, I have another portal that I've never decorated. And all these people have these cool nether portals. I think I should use it for that. And here we are. All right, what did I need? I already have a bunch of tuff though. Was it something else? Oh no, stone. This build isn't complete either. Like this is kind of the internal section right here, which again I'm planning on doing as like a little nether hub kind of thing, and I didn't bother texturing this side, so I'm gonna have to make another pass if I do end up using this interior for stuff. I'm making it look a little better because right now it's really plain. It's just stone. Is that it? Looks like I have, oh, that's the vines, the vinage. All right, let's fly over here. Where did I play? How did I do that? Was it straight up? Straight up, okay. Nice and straight. This, boom, 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 boom. Here, 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 here. Not Not a single mob has spawned yet. It's probably because they're all spawning beneath me. That's what I would guess, at least. Another sound. Oh, that's great. Which way? This way? This way. What was Deep Slate's original name? It was something like dark, kind of macabre name, wasn't it? When Mojang first floated this out, it was like right before. Maybe the Caves and Cliffs. I think maybe like Doomstone or something like that. I can't remember now. It was a pretty cool name. Not very Minecrafty though, so I understand why they changed it. Yeah, it was very. There was no whimsy in its original name. That's for sure. It was very dark, but it was cool. Can I do it? Ooh. I still have more. No. Let's go get more tough. Wouldn't it be so cool if you could like just keep the shulker boxes in your inventory and then pick blocks out, kind of like bundles? I mean, I know that would nullify the use of bundles, but that would be so awesome. Or maybe it's like how backpacks work or something. I don't know if anybody watches Hermitcraft, but I was watching Doc's most recent episode. Actually, XB, it's in his episode as well. It's where XB is interviewing, he's doing his vibe check with Doc and Doc M77 and XB Crafted. And Doc mentions that he doesn't like the idea of backpacks, you know, like, because a lot of people talk about inventory problems in Minecraft and backpacks would solve it or whatever, because backpack would inevitably take up your elytra, you know, your chest plate armor slot. I don't think it would be a bad idea though if your backpack could also carry shulkers that you could somehow access. You know, like, so you open this and then you click, kind of like a bundle, you click on here and then it'll bring up like a, I don't know, some sort of secondary inventory where you could drag items out, or they're automatically dragged out or something. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up, but I think I would forego an elytra while building if you could give me that. Because you wouldn't really need the elytra for flying up and down, you know, in your build all the time if you actually had a way to get at your inventory. Like right now, you know, I have to fly over there, wherever I am, over there, to get the blocks. But you know, you wouldn't have to do that. So, anyways, that's my idea. Somehow make the backpack give you the functionality of a bundle for shulkers or something along those lines. I realize it's a half-baked idea. I don't know exactly how that would work, but I think the main problems with all that stuff, though, and all those ideas, is that their Mojang is also always trying to solve for a touchscreen interface. If you took the touchscreen interface out of the equation, we would have so many awesome things. But touchscreen is just, I don't know, it's a step backward when it comes to UX. UI UX design, because you have to, like, you can't have a right click, there's no rollover state. It's, you know, you're losing a lot of the functionality. Given you do have pinch zoom and a few things like that, but I don't know, I think you give up a lot more than you gain. Even though, even like pinch zoom or like press, like a haptic kind of thing where the longer you press or the harder you press, those have primarily, I mean, think about like Microsoft Surface and stuff, it's primarily not served its purpose like originally designed. I should say, it doesn't have any staying power. Like usually it's a clumsy execution of it, people don't understand it, and they're constantly like misclicking or mistouching or what have you. It's like, Surprised, assume he's not here because he would have definitely made a joke about mistouching. But yeah, I don't think it's worked out. It's not panned out for what they planned. All right, totally cheating now. I'm gonna get through these 22,000 blocks in an hour. All right. Yeah, it is holding Bedrock back, the touchscreen aspects of things, without a doubt. It is the, okay, I'm gonna have to break this scaffolding. I'll grab it in a second here. Yeah, the touchscreen stuff, without a doubt, is holding it back. I remember I was on vacation and my son plays Minecraft, and he first started playing on an iPad, and we were on vacation. We had like an hour to kill between events or something like that, and we were like, yeah, well, let's just play some Minecraft. So he had his iPad with him, and I had my phone. I'm like, I'll just install it on my phone really quick and we'll just play it. And I tried to use the touchscreen thing. I couldn't fly. I couldn't do this. He was just laughing at me. Like, I could not jump and take off with an elytra. It was just not going to happen. All right, I need more. He does it like it's nothing, but yeah, I could not figure that out. Now he plays on a PC, and he's finally converted to Java, which was a huge surprise because he was always pro Bedrock. But he finally found the way. All right. That was my objective, is to try to get up. This is my new portal. I had to put the portal in place first because I wanted to make sure it connected to my old portal in the overworld. So I did that, and yeah, my objective is to get up into that portal by the end of the stream. So I think it's only 5 more blocks. However, the build does get wider as it gets taller, so we'll see. Yes, this is Astraea. Evan, thank you for joining the chat. Hopefully you're having a good time. A good day, rather. And yeah, I'm in the Nether. I'm over by the gaming district. You can recognize the pigman thing. My portal, I don't know if you're familiar with what my portal looked like, but it was just like a plain, typical, this kind of thing. And I'm envious of all you guys with the really cool portals, so I decided I am going to design. Actually, that's not the full truth. I designed what I'm building for my island, but I decided it was too large for the island, so I moved it to the Nether roof to serve as my portal entry. Gate to my portal, the wrapper, the whatever you want to call it, to my portal. But it's massive, so hopefully you guys forgive me for this. Because if anyone settles anywhere east of me, they're not going to have a place to place their portal unless they go into my build, which is fine by me. You could cut into it; it's hollow, but it takes up quite a. I was just explaining. It takes up. It's basically it goes from the gaming district all the way to Manhattan, and that's just the way it's going to be. I've been on Astraea for almost a year, so I'm just going to start shoving people around. I want to take up a ton of real estate. Sorry. Not sorry. Alright. What am I doing? I need tough. Right here. Just grab that one too. Yeah, it's huge. Here, I'll just show you too. So here's the gaming district. There's that portal. My old portal's pretty much right beneath where this was. And if I fly up, see it goes all the way, and this is the Manhattan portal. All the way over here. And then all the way to the gold farm-esque pigman spawning platform thingy. So, yeah, it's fairly large. 22,000 blocks. Yeah. But again, if someone wants to use, if someone claims like an island east of me or whatever, it's mainly ocean that's east of me. But if someone claims something or they want to build a farm or something, you can discuss it with me. I'm sure, again, it's all hollow inside, so I'm sure you can move a portal inside the belly of this creature. It's the first organic build I've ever built, though. So I've never flexed my muscles in that category of build styles before, so hopefully you guys like it. I think it's really cool, though. Pretty proud of how it turned out. Holy crap, it's right. Did I run out again? Okay, and I just need to grab a ton. Ton of tough. Boom. I really need to get the layout down. Okay, let's just practically fill the inventory. I know I'm at the layer that's gonna just use a ton. I thought I heard a mob. I'm so shocked that a ghast hasn't spawned, like, right behind me. I'm making basically spawning platforms here. Oh, and I have gamma, sorry. I have gamma on too. Like, this is how dark it is. I'm turning it on because obviously this is not conducive to a to watching this on YouTube, because I know the darkness, it'll basically be like a potato. The YouTube compression just like crushes dark imagery. But yeah, it's quite spawnable at this point and will be for a little while until I get to the top. Thank you, Evan. Thank you for stopping in, man. And good luck in class. All right, let's place these in this one. Cool, cool. Yeah, this is like the definition of a chill stream. Hopefully people enjoy just going to sleep with the placement of blocks. I was told by a commenter a little while ago that I have a very soothing voice, so. Is that here or is that below me? Mobs do have a preference for the lower in the world, and that is true for the Nether as well. Because the algorithm, my understanding, is the algorithm to spawn mobs starts at the bottom of the world and works its way up. So if the algorithm finds a spot that can spawn in the lower and beneath the player, then it will always prefer that. So I very well may never see a spawn up here while I'm building this. I doubt it though. I have a feeling I'll see at least one or a couple, especially when I made those like flat stone platforms over there. Soul Sand Valleys are very desolate spots, though, in the Nether. I was just reading like the wiki on them because that's what I do. And yeah, they don't have that many spawns really in general. They have skeletons, ghast, and endermen at any sort of large quantity, and those numbers are very low. So I think they're trying, Mojang is trying to make the Soul Sand Valley kind of a desolate spot. Oop. I gotta be coming close to running out of these things. Is it over here? And here. Good. Who's on, actually? Oh, it's just me and Neon. I think Neon's AFK, too. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. I think I might want to switch my stream day. Mondays aren't that great. I think people are just kind of getting through the week, or getting through that first day of the week and just not really active online. This just leaves? Yeah, this is leaves. I'm gonna place the leaves last. I don't feel like doing that right now. And if we didn't, on Astraea, if we didn't have gas, the fire tick off and the gas like fireball thing off, I would not be putting leaves, but I am putting a lot of leaves in this build. But I'm not an idiot, so I would not be doing that otherwise. Okay, what am I even coming over here for? I don't even know yet. Let's go up. Alright, before we come over here, let's just see what we got. See what we got going on. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get to that portal. Got a good 40 minutes. Jeez, I went tough happy. Luckily, a few weeks ago, or about a month ago, I went into the mines beneath my base and just went crazy with tough. I spent like 6 hours just mining tough because I was so sick of running out of it. So I have like 2 double chests of tough. Not anymore because this build requires so much of it, but I build with it so often that I was like, I need a better supply. That's one of those things, it's like they need to make, I know people talk about sand a lot, like they need to make sand renewable. My vote would be tough. You need to make tough renewable. Sand as well, don't get me wrong, but you know, Jeb just talked about a path to trying to make all blocks renewable. Like that's a goal for Mojang, and I fully support that because it is a pain in the butt to be constantly going out and mining for tough. Given it is a game called Stone that I was out of, not tough. It is a game called Minecraft, so. The trouble is when you have a world like this that's, you know, been around for a very long time, has multiple players and stuff, you start having to go further and further out, and you're basically like dissecting your world to get these materials. So it can be a little destructive. Keep on hearing stuff. Or it's just Nether sounds. Or it's those guys. Yeah, it's probably those guys. I'm already up. So this primarily is grass and dirt and stone, the top. So your primary, your normal resources. Which I have plenty of that after I dug out the hole for my greenhouse and after I dug out the hole for Pigman. I have plenty of both of those. I also have plenty of dripstone block too because I've been trading with my mason villagers, my stone mason villagers for those, for that. Go here. All right, drink time. Here's where all the tough is going. I just like to look around. There's gonna be some spawns, I know it. I know it for sure. Not that a gas is gonna kill me in one shot or anything. Or a skeleton for that matter. I love coarse dirt. Love the look of it. Really? Okay. More grass. Where am I? I am this way. Boom. Grass. Grass, grass, grass. All right. I think I had another one that was there. Do I need anything else while I'm here? I think I'm good for temporarily. Alrighty. Alright, this is working out. I was originally, I'm like, I'm not going to build that on stream because I want it to be a surprise for my video. But yeah, you can't tell what the heck is going on over here. Oh, I missed a block. And I don't think you're going to be able to tell by the end of this stream what I'm building. Which I know doesn't make for the best stream, but if I'm honest, only subscribers watch my streams, and only a few of those at that. So I think I'm good with the mystery. Because you guys are just going to watch. Because for some reason you like me. I have a feeling as long as I'm playing Minecraft, you guys will be patient with me. My subscribers, that is. Alright, let's go grab that block. I think it was like a coarse dirt block over here. Yes. Alright, and then a bunch right here in the center. Really? I thought I grabbed all the tough. I guess not. More tough. I gotta organize these things better. Okay, that one's empty. Let's put that away. Oh, I definitely did not use all my tough. Okay. was I? Was I over here? Whatever. Place. Maybe all those zombified piglin spawns are actually taking up the mob cap. Which is one concern I had. I don't want my zombified piglin, this is the spawner that I use for pigmen, to get affected by this build, so, which I think I mentioned at the top of the stream, so if it does, I'm just going to move my AFK, or the little spawning platform is way up there, you can't see it. I'm just going to move it to farther north, and that should fix that issue, if it is an issue. Stone. I think I was picking it out of this. All for one. Okay, now I have this like bit way up here I just noticed. This is kind of the entrance to the portal. If you don't have wings, the thinking is that you'll climb these vines, which I should probably put those vines on as soon as possible, but I don't think I'm quite ready to yet. So they can start growing. Alright. Is that it for that layer? Yep. Okay. I need to do some more music. Songs are repeating too many times. Get over here. There we go. That's another question for those who watch this in the future or those who are watching this right now. How's everybody's what's everybody's thinking on faceless streamers or face cams in general? Whether that is something that you prefer or something that, because I've never had a strong opinion either way. It's not something that I necessarily want to avoid. I mean, I'm an Etho fan, but I don't necessarily, I'm not opposed to doing a face cam while I stream. Impartial. I understand like the benefit as far as like feeling like you're connected a little bit more, you know, the human aspect of the thing, but I don't know. I always like to think, well, I am showing my face, it's right here. But I don't know if that's... Really? I don't know if that's really convincing anyone. Where's mine? There it is. Pa 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 pa. You're impartial, Birdie, as far as so if they're there, cool. If not, I don't mind. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. But I don't know. I do think like a big deal gets made out of it oftentimes, especially if, like, for those that never show their face, like Exuma or Etho or XB or something like that. But I do like the ageless quality. You know, like Etho will never age. He could be anywhere between the age of like 20 to 60. I like that, but I don't know how important that is really. I do find, and I'm very new to the whole gamer community, gamer streamer space. I find gamers do seem to be a lot more accepting than the typical like obsession with youth that you get from, like, say, music. Like, if you're a musician and you're over the age of 30, you're pretty much like you better have made it already, or else you're worthless, kind of thing. Like no one the age of 50 can write and release a debut album and expect to have any sort of real sales, unless maybe you're playing jazz or blues or something like that. If you're playing like rock or pop or anything, like, yeah, you're done. But gamers seem a little bit more accepting of that. I mean, there's that like grandmother that plays, that 80-year-old grandmother that plays Minecraft, and she's like super famous. I think she was actually part of the Minecraft Live thing. And then you had Tinfoil Chef and Hermitcraft. No one really batted an eye about that. So maybe it's a space that it doesn't really matter if you're ageless. Oh my lord. There's some right here. What do I need the potsil to? Alright, I need potsil and I need yet more stuff. I should grab more of these too. More rockets. Why do I have I'm like, why do I have 16 extra scaffolding? It's because I picked up the scaffolding that I just broke. Okay, that's good. All right. Oh, that's the potsil there. That's the vomit. It does look a lot like vomit. I like the block, don't get me wrong, but I mean, come on. All right, let's see. Is that the good layer? can I place? Yeah, I'll place that. I'm gonna place some vines so they can start growing as soon as possible, so I don't have to worry about getting up and down without wings. All right, where are my vines? I know I don't have enough vines for the full build, but at least I have enough for some stuff. Okay, I'm like, how did that place like that? Okay, it didn't. It's telling me I'm placing it wrong. Okay. And right here, I think. Yeah. And right here. Place that on both sides. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. And how about over here? I think there's some more vines that I can place. That's, oh, maybe place that one too. Whoops. Really? Okay, here it is. Here's the way up. There's that one, and that one. Okay, that's good, and then I'll place the leaves a little later. Okay. Just so they can start growing and I can get up and down. Or anyone visiting can get up and down as well. That doesn't have wings. I don't know who is going to come out here this far without wings, but who knows. Alright, next layer, please. Okay, yeah. There's a point. Oh, they're already connecting. Cool. There's a point where these feet thing connect with the center bit. And I thought that was a lot higher up, but I guess not. So that's cool. This will make it a little easier to get around and build than flying between one part of the build and the other part of the build. Okay. We're actually making a lot more progress than I thought we were going to make. Of course, the cheaty easy place is speeding things up pretty significantly. The largest thing I ever built in the Nether was this Nether castle in my Forever world, and I just remembered having to deal with zombified piglin and regular piglin spawns like crazy. It wasn't in Soul Sand Valley though. I think it was in Nether Waste. I can't even remember where that build was. It's huge though. It was like a huge castle thing. But yeah, I kept on having to. I was wearing gold too, just in case. Which I'm not even wearing gold right now, but piglins don't spawn in Soul Sand Valley, so I should be safe there. But in any regard, it was like constantly having to make sure I didn't like hit one of the guys by accident, or they witness me, you know, opening a shulker box or whatever. Oh man, that is a crappy area to run out of a stone. Literally as far as I can be away. Alright, let's grab more regular stone. Let's grab all of that. I'm gonna need it all. I can hear one of those gas. They're probably underneath me though. Yep. Yeah, there's just so many spawnable spots back beneath me. I don't think I'm gonna have to deal with that many spawns. I also don't think it's gonna interfere with that spawner as much as I was fearing, because again, I can just move the platform a little out of the way. What is it, coarse dirt or regular dirt? Regular dirt, okay. You can go grab some regular dirt, yeah. Run into the regular dirt area. Ooh, another empty one. Put that away too. Where's my regular dirt? Yeah. Coarse dirt. Alright, come on, it's in here somewhere. Rooted dirt. Which I haven't even really used any of yet. Oh, here it is. Let's grab 3 stacks. Look at that. That was quite the landing. Nice, got through that like pretty quick. Is that only vines that I'm missing? And for some reason I didn't turn the corner over there. Cool. All right, let's go up. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna wrap around here anyways. One direction or the other. I do wish the grass looked a little greener, but I don't know, I think the kind of dead look might be fitting for what I'm building too. So really, I could have it either way. I was debating on using moss, but I actually like the grass texture. I like the fact that it's, you know, primarily a brown block and has a green top. I think it gives a little bit more of a little bit more depth to landscapes than having just a full, you know, green mossy grass look. And I know like a lot of Minecrafters, they'll use a resource pack that makes the entire, you know, kind of look like a moss block, the entire block look like a green grass. I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, it is the icon of the game. Quite literally. I feel like I've missed some blocks here, but we're about to see how... Yeah, we are really closing in. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it on the stream, though, because this is like kind of a void. and it's going to take a while to build up from that void. We'll see, though. Let's stay optimistic. Oh, these are stairs, yeah. I'll grab those in a second. I think I'm seeing something on the corner of my eye. What is going on with these netherrack blocks? They've been there for like months. I'm gonna tear those up. We are into, what was that, stone? Yeah, we're out of stone once again. Let's go grab some stone. And let's grab those stone stairs. I don't think I use a ton of stone stairs. I just have those in my random bits and bobs. Yeah, just the two. What was I taking the stone out of? I don't even know. One of these. Oh, unless I used all the rest of the stone from that shulker. Alright, it's growing. Good. Like, you better be growing. One of those things I, like, neglected to know, like, one of those things that I discover, rather. Oh, vines don't grow in the nether. Oh, that would suck. That, except for the leaves, which again, I'm going to place last. Alright. Yeah, okay. We're good. Let's keep on going up. Switch direction. Like a dog chasing its tail. You gotta prevent from getting dizzy. Switch the direction. It's always a surprise to me how you can get really nice gradients from very few blocks. Like, I mean, maybe this is more blocks than some people would consider few, but essentially I go from cobbled deep slate to regular deep slate right here, to tough, to stone, and then to transition between the grass, the dirt, and the stone. In certain places I use packed mud, deep slate, or dripstone block, and then the dirt, which you can't see too many gradients yet because we're not high enough up. But just those few, like 5 or 6, and you can get pretty good gradient from afar. You know, like when you're right up on it, obviously it's not quite as convincing, but I also mixed in a little bit of rooted dirt. So the rooted dirt with like these 3 blocks right here together, I think blend really well, but also give a really good convincing gradient from dirt. All right, let's hop back up here. I love the noise that rooted dirt makes when you place it. Alright, yeah, I don't... Oh, well, I guess I am kind of there. But I don't think I'm going to be able to make it build up the bridge to it. Let's just hop down here and place. Don't have that, I don't have that. I need mud and the whatever mangrove rooted mud, whatever that's called. All right, let's get that really quick. Another spam message on Twitch. How about that? Okay. What am I doing? I need this and this. Might as well grab more of that. And anything else? No, I think that's all I need for that. All right, back up here. So technically I'm at this level. What did I do there? Heck? I don't know how I misplaced that. Cool, alright. Let's keep on working around. So yeah, technically I got up to the portal level, just not fully connected. Okay, way over there. I can hop up over here and take the stairs. There we go. I swear these nether sounds getting in my head. Not up here, are you? Ooh, there's two of them. Really? I was so close. Alright, more stone. Oh, jeez. Alright, I'm getting sloppy. Where is it? I think it's over here. Dog is on. Yeah. Shoof. There it is. Can you tell what it is? Who wants to venture a guess? Leave your guess in the comments. All right. Let's see what that next layer does, just to see if I can build up to the Nether portal. Well, it looks like it is connecting. Maybe, yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I could totally just walk over there now, given these vines need to grow. Cool, yeah, this is the entrance. So this will work. Really? What direction do you want to be? I don't know, hopefully I picked that up. That is a misplacement. I do not need... Ooh, almost lost a block. Do not need the obsidian over there. What way are you? You certainly look like you're that way. Yes, you are that way. Liar. Okay. Alright, mission accomplished. I mean, it's not perfect, but you can get up into the Nether portal. Alright, let me just finish off this layer and then that will be the stream. I was hoping I'd have enough blocks to finish up there, without having to jump back down here. I'm totally gonna run out of another block. Yep. Pack mud. I also noticed I missed a block right... Where was it? Right here. Yeah, I'm rehashing that backpack idea. The whole reason that you wouldn't want to lose your elytra while you're building is because you're flying back and forth between your shulkers. Give me a backpack that can somehow access the shulkers like bundles, and you can take away the elytra. I'm cool. Okay, no, I don't have that, so... I thought that was a misplaced block for a second there. We're rounding the bend, guys. Hopefully you got enough views of this to give me a guess of what it is. I think I've already given plenty of hints throughout this stream where you should be able to get a pretty accurate guess. I've mentioned that it's an organic. And if you're familiar with my island, then really this should be easy peasy. Oh, that's leaves over there. I'm like, why are there so many missing blocks over there? All right. All right. Yep, that's it. That's it. Birdie, you're supposed to leave it in the comments, not the chat. Okay. Anyway, that is the stream. Thank you so much, Birdie, specifically you, for hanging on. Because I've noticed the concurrent viewers has pretty much been on the entire time. And you're the only one contributing to the chat, so, you know, it doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to deduct that. In any regard, yes, Bernie, you're right. So, wait, you're wrong? Okay. Oh, you lied. Okay, never mind. Okay. You are right, but I'm not going to say it in chat. I'm going to make people replay the chat, and then they can find out. In any regard, thank you so much for sticking around, and have a good Monday. And once again, if a certain day works, I'm just reaching out. Anyone who's watching this stream in the future, a certain day or time works better, or if it's just like a time of day, because obviously Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern aren't the greatest, it seems, for viewership, so or it's just me. In any regard, thank you so much for attending the stream, and have a good one.